Friends, thank you so much for tuning in to this video, and today we're going to look at the last week of school before winter break. Let's go. Friends, thank you so much for tuning in today. We're going to look back at the last week before break, and it was kind of crazy. It was very fun. A lot of wild things happened in the classroom. There's some girls over there. My daughter and her friends are trying to make me laugh, which is making this like the 7th cut of this video. Anyways, if you want more videos about fun things going on in the classroom around reading, around writing, around classroom libraries,
Hello, people.
click the subscribe button at the bottom, hit that little bell, and you'll get an email every time I make a new video. A really awesome thing that happened on Monday was we have All Pro Dad Breakfast. We do it once a month, every month, and we do it on a Monday morning, and we have dads come in and have breakfast with their children, and it's amazing. All of the food is taken care of. We do a lesson from the All Pro Dad website. I think this month it was discovery. Last month it was reading. I led that one, and it's just a lot of fun to connect with families. We have a lot more dads in our school, and I think most schools have, and a big reason is because we have this breakfast. We invite them in, we feed them, and they get to have a lot of fun with their kids. It's really, really cool. Probably the coolest thing on Tuesday was our pet tortoise, Beagle, who's a Russian tortoise, and Beagle has been in captivity for 20 years, and Beagle just kind of hangs out in her little box, and she walks around the classroom. Today she pooped on the carpet. She got a good life. You know, as far as being a turtle in captivity goes, we feed her strawberries and lettuce and tomatoes. Pretty good. Well, today we have every 2 weeks we have someone come in and teach a lesson on mindfulness, and it's a wonderful lesson. The teacher has a tortoise, so Beagle got to hang out with Tootsie, and it was amazing. The kids were beyond excited. They were wondering what gender it was. They wondered if we were going to have little turtle eggs. We didn't get into that. Both are females. I don't know what else to say about that. But Beagle is not a fan at all of Tootsie. Beagle is very concerned. Beagle is hiding in the corner. Tootsie just wants to play. And Beagle's like, what is going on? I don't know what this creature is. I was thinking, like, Beagle doesn't even know what a tortoise looks like. Like, she's got this neck, and she can only see, like, here. She probably doesn't even realize that they're the same species. Maybe she does. I don't know. Beagle's terrified. Tootsie's frustrated because Tootsie wants to play with Beagle. Maybe let's go see what they're up to right this second. As you can see, Beagle is there, hidden in the corner. Tootsie is trying to play with Beagle. So I'm hoping that after the day goes on a little bit that they will become a little more friendly. Come on, Beagle. Come play. I probably have the coolest job in the entire universe. Today, Wednesday, December 20th, in the middle of the last week before break, and teachers, you know, the last week before any break is busy. Trying to get lots of things done. You like to try to close one chapter so you can open another chapter when we get back, trying to finish a read aloud, trying to finish up some testing that we have to take 3 times a year on the computer. So we're trying to finish that up, and we have kids all over the place and done, not done. So it's like all of these different things going on. So it's a little bit frantic. We're still trying to root everything we do in reading and writing and talking about those things. That's when we're the happiest. Today we did the spelling bee, super fascinating thing, the spelling bee, that darn spelling bee. We do it in 4th and 5th grade. I'm a 5th grade teacher, and the kids are really jazzed and excited in 4th grade. It's new and it's shiny and it's bright. And then by 5th grade, they're like, you know, I didn't really like that spelling bee last year. The best part of my day, though, one of my students from last year in art class made me this pencil holder. It says Wonder on one side. I can put some pencils in there. It says Sharp. See this pencil holder right here? I will have this pencil holder for the rest of my life. I hope it's a long life. but I'll have this thing forever. Isn't it beautiful? It's got my name on it, and it's decorated, and it's wonderful. Kids are the best. Thursday was our winter party. In elementary school, we do winter parties, Halloween parties, and Valentine's Day party. We do something really cool in 4th and 5th grade. We call it Market Day. The kids are able to make something either in class with the things we have, or if they want to make something at home, they totally can do that. And then they sell it with these fake dollars that we give them. And they can learn a lot about supply and demand and how economies work and markets work. It's really fascinating to see the different things that they make from. One kid made these marshmallow shooters out of cups, and two girls did these things on these tiles where they painted, and it's beautiful, and those were a huge seller. One kid's father owns a tree farm, and they cut like these little circles of tree and like painted things on them to make ornaments. It was really cool. A lot of different things, all kinds of different things, and it's fun to see their prices change, go up and down based on how people are buying and selling things. That's really, really fun, and it's a great way for parties because then I don't have to plan a party and have kids bring in all these other things, and either the food or drink that they eat, they just buy from each other. It's really fun. This video at 11:30 on Friday, December 22nd. The kids are in art. They are a half hour away from winter break beginning. All kinds of excitement in the air today. Spent all of our morning reading. We finished our read aloud, Ghost by Jason Reynolds, one of the greatest books I've ever read aloud. There were two moments in particular where it was just like everything magical that you just can think in a book. Everyone is in it. It is dead silent. We are on the edge of our seats. If you've read this book, one of the moments is when Castle learns about his coach's father, and the other moment was at the end of the book when the big race happens. I guess if you want to pick a third, it would be when Ghost gets in a fight. If you want to pick a fourth, it's when Ghost steals the shoes. Yeah, so many amazing parts in this book, and it made for just a fantastic read aloud. Loved it. So many kids, I'm sure, the second half of the year will read Patina, the second book in the track series. Then after we read Ghost, we had some time to read independently. I actually love to read with my kids on Friday. It's so much fun. And I began reading Freak the Mighty, which is not a new book. And I'm usually reading new books and trying to read all of the books. But a student asked me to read this book. She had read it with her father. Her dad read it aloud to her. And she said that he did the most amazing voices, and she loved this book. And so I had to read it, because the kids know what they're talking about, and if we want to make them feel like amazing readers and they have a book they're excited about, then we, by golly, better darn read it. So this will be the first book that I read over break. 4 chapters in, so far so good. I can totally see why it captivated her. Going back in time just a little bit to this morning, because I forgot to talk about it, our staff breakfast was this morning. Wow, every year for our staff last day breakfast celebration, my principal, Miss Haney, gets a catered breakfast, and she buys every single teacher a book. I'll let her talk about that right now.
Every Christmas, our staff gives me a book choice that they would like to read, and for Christmas, that's their Christmas gift. I want to remind our entire school that it's so important that we're reading for pleasure. So many of our teachers are reading professional books all the time and having those professional dialogues, but I want to make sure they're picking up books that they just want to read for pleasure and enjoy. And I like getting new book recommendations for myself, so I know what I'm reading. So I love shopping for these books. Like, there are so many books in here that I have now on my reading list.
The book that I got this year from Miss Haney was Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss, and it was super cool. Another teacher, Mr. Archer, a kindergarten teacher, also got Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss, and we didn't even talk about it. Like, we both must be Tim Ferriss fans. It's amazing how you can connect with other readers when you're seeing what they're reading. So I'm going to talk with Mr. Archer about that book after break, see if he got a chance to dig in a little bit. It was just fun to see all of the different books that were sitting there and all of the different reading tastes, and our principal talks about how important it is for us to be reading, and it was pretty special. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you're on break, I hope that you cherish every moment that you have outside of your normal day job. Have a great time. Enjoy your family. Enjoy books. enjoy each other. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me.
Look around,
Have an awesome day.
what do you see? Books, books. Are you ready to read? Gather round, what do you hear? Books, books. Open up your ears. I'll read to you, you sing to me.